guys, it's your girl, AGrlCanMAC, and I'm coming at you today with a contest entry. I am entering Naturally Nubian, her contest. She reached 100 subscribers, so congrats, miss, and I'm sure you have more than 100 subscribers by now. So I'm going to talk about, the contest is about talking about your experiences with men and your natural hair. So their perceptions and their thoughts on your hair since going natural. So I'm going to start by talking about the men in my family. And I didn't have any bad experiences with any of the men in my family. A lot of them, they didn't even know I was transitioning to begin with. I think the only one that knew I was going natural was my father. And he wasn't a person that was attached to hair like, don't cut it. He's always one that thought I looked nicer with shorter hair anyway. So even when I was relaxed, he was always telling me I should cut it. I should always cut it shorter because I looked better with shorter hair. So no opposition. They all liked it. They all said that I looked very nice with my short natural hair, and that was it. And I don't know if that's partially because I they know me as an artistic person, and they know that I'm into fashion and that I have my own style and I don't necessarily follow what's mainstream. I do what works for me, what I feel flatters me, and of course I always do it in a sophisticated yet funky way. So I think they weren't really surprised, and I think that they saw that I owned it, so they said it looks good on you. As far as the workplace, I do not work a 9 to 5 right now, so I can't I have no experiences to go off of with men in the workplace. When I was transitioning at my last job, obviously I didn't have any opposition because I didn't go around telling all the men in my office that I was transitioning. So I didn't have any issues there, and I have a feeling that I still wouldn't have had any issues because I worked in the fashion industry for a design company, so everybody had their own individual style, and once again they knew me as, Milan, who has her own style and she does her own thing. I mean, when I was really playing around with makeup, I used to come in with all kind of crazy eye colors and stuff, and they were like, that's just Milan. So I feel like if I was still there and they had seen me when I did my big chop, that they wouldn't have really sweat it because they wouldn't see it as something so far off that I would that I wouldn't do. So on the street and dating, I haven't had a problem. I haven't had a problem getting dates. I haven't had a problem getting numbers. I haven't had a problem getting hollers. I really haven't had any natural experiences since I haven't had any difficult, or I don't want to say difficult, but negative. There's the word. I haven't had any really negative experiences since being natural. So, yeah, as far as the dating world and things like that, most men love my hair. They always have their hands in it, trying to touch it, and I'm always like, can you stop, please? I kind of worked on it, don't touch it, kind of thing. But they're very intrigued by it and they like it, and I think they like it because it's different, it's unique, it's not your carbon copy hair. It's unique, it's different, and it makes it interesting. So yes, I'm gonna go on to perceptions now. People do have certain perceptions of naturals, and I have experienced that. I had an experience once where I went to lunch. Was it lunch? No, it was dinner. I went to dinner with one of my cousins and one of her friends, and while we were there, there was some guys that she knew. I guess they live in her neighborhood or whatever. But anyway, they know each other, and her friend knew some of them. So they came over, and they were talking and laughing and everything with us. And then the one asked me if I was a vegetarian, if I was a vegan. I can't remember. And I just looked at him like he was stupid because when he was asking me this, I was eating a chicken sandwich. I at least think before you speak. But I think that is one perception that a lot of people have about naturals is that we're very, very vegan, very green and holistic and Mother Earth, and we've reached nirvana and we just meditate all day and smoke ganja. And that's just not the case. I have some friends that are naturals that, the only thing natural that they're concerned about is their hair. So you can't generalize, but that's perceptions that a lot of people have of naturals. But I just found it funny. I didn't get offended. It didn't hurt my feelings. I thought he was I thought it was stupid because I was like, at least think before you speak. I bit into a chicken sandwich and you're asking me if I'm a vegetarian. Does that really make any sense? You can't sweat the small stuff. And my philosophy is that there is someone for everyone. And as far as this, I'm not going natural because no guys will like me. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it because there are so many men that love women with natural hair. And honestly, there's a lot of men that they are just equal opportunists. I think men, a lot of them, their thing is just don't have your hair looking a hot mess, regardless if it's straight or if it's natural or whatever. Keep your hair nice. I know so many guys that they really are just equal opportunists. As long as she looks good and she takes good care of herself, and that includes your hair, they're all over it. It doesn't even matter. So don't get so caught up in that. And honestly, if you encounter a guy that says, "Oh, I don't date girls with natural hair," to me, I can understand, the socio-historical whatever, why you're going to have a problem with that. But honestly, who cares? That's one guy. That's two guys. So what? If that's the case, then he's not the guy for you because you do have natural hair, and if he doesn't like that, then he wasn't the guy for you and he can kick rocks. Who cares? But there's someone for everyone, and trust me, men love naturals. Black men love naturals. Men of all different races love naturals. So don't be scared to go natural because you think you're not going to get any hollers, because that's just not the case. I think the thing is you have to own it. When you do the BC, when you do the big chop, if you have a teeny weeny afro, you have to own it and say, you know what, I'm a bad, you finish the rest. And when you have that attitude and you have that self-confidence and that self-esteem, men are going to pick up on that. And men think that is sexy. And if you're wearing it right and you're rocking it with confidence and pride, you're going to get hollers regardless. You're going to get men that want to get at you. So, if anything, I have noticed since being natural that it is a better quality. They're better quality men that approach me now. How about that? They are. I mean, they're still men, of course, but I do notice that the way that they approach you is way more respectful. It's different in a good way. It's a different kind of way that they approach you and they talk to you and treat you in some way. So that's something to think about. But this is my entry, so I will talk to you guys later. Peace.